If I say King's Cross, you'll probably think of the bustling railway stations, taking people to the far north or Europe, and certainly not a place where you might be reminded of the West End's theatre land. But in the middle of all that, down this dingy old alley, lies a creaky door that leads to a unique and long-serving drama school. This is a place where people with day jobs follow their dreams and take evening classes, learning how to act, in the hope that maybe one day they'll tread the West End boards, or even more.
Oklahoma, where the waving reeds, they show us how sweet, when the wind comes right behind the rain.
These are the latest set of students to attend the Paul School. It's been here 32 years and has produced some highly successful actors. It was the brainchild of Paul Caister, and he's still running it today. But why call it the Paul School?
I didn't want to call it the King's Cross Academy of Dramatic Art. Actually, when you start something, what to call it is a bit of a problem. In the end, I liked the Paul School because it implied a kind of austerity.
The school gets no government grants, nor is it a charity. It relies on student fees, and the thing that really makes it different is that its classes are evenings and weekends, which means that you can earn money in another career at the same time as learning to become an actor. So it attracts those that otherwise may never have had the chance to tread the boards.
Taxi drivers, sons and daughters of lords, people who've just come out of jail. I would train anyone and give anyone an acting class who wanted to act. I wouldn't care where they came from or what they'd done.
I was a recruiter, recruitment consultant in the construction industry. More recently, I was working in the advertising industry, so I was buying media plots online, so placing advertisements on Facebook and Twitter and things like that.
For the last 9 years, I've been a nanny. And I've done that ever since I can remember, really, when I left school. And I didn't really have the option to go to drama school because my parents basically couldn't afford to send me. I found the Paul School and I was like, oh, I'm going to do part-time. So I found a job that was 8 till 1. I had to take a huge pay cut because if I want to do the school, I'm going to have to stick at it. And I don't want to get 3 months in and feel like I'm too tired, I can't do it.
Acting was something that was put forward to me a few times by various different people, like friends and my mum.
And why the Paul School? Why not one of the other drama schools?
Well, quite simply, it was the only place that I found that I could work during the day and do a full-time job and be able to come in and do the training in the evening.
Jesse Wallace actually sacrificed a full-time career to come here, a decision that turned out to be one of pure genius. Otherwise known as Kat Slater from EastEnders, she's the Paul School's most well-known success story and has kindly come back today to tell me what it did for her. Has it always been this glamorous, Jessica?
It's a lot worse, actually.
Bring back the old days, walking through this door.
Good days.
I think it might have changed a bit, actually.
Yeah, never used to being upstairs.
Jessie, did you come from a background where you were expected to go into the theatre?
No, no one in my family are actors or in show business, anything like that, so they're all really proud of me.
They couldn't have bailed you out, they couldn't have lent you the money for a grant or anything like that?
No, no. My dad was upset that I wanted to be an actor because I had a good job at the time. I trained for 2 years to do makeup and wigs, and I went straight to the RSC, and you know, I was doing really well, but then I decided to be an actress. That was what I was passionate about, so, you know, you're prepared to give up anything for it.
Today's students are nervously preparing for an event attended by talent scouts. Jessie made quite an impression back in the day. Did you know she was going to be singled out?
No, not at all. There's no way of knowing. She did a piece from Playhouse Creatures, Nell Gwynn, Oranges or something, wasn't it?
Oysters.
Yeah. Oysters,
yeah.
And it just hit the spot. And actually your job on EastEnders, tell me if I'm wrong, came directly from that, didn't it?
I think it did, yeah.
Yeah.
I got the call saying they was workshopping a new family into EastEnders. They get a number of actors, put them in a room and give them each a scenario, And the scenario they gave me would be the gobby one that's always coming in late, you know, and you know, tart with a heart, I suppose. And then they'll give someone else a scenario and then just see how they work together. And that's how I got Kat Slater.
Top theatrical agents still take this place very seriously indeed.
There are a lot of kids from drama school who miss appointments. They arrive late. They come in to see me. They've got a cup of coffee in their hand or a McDonald's. And you think, hang on a second, you come to see what I would consider a top agent. Why would you do that? Whereas these people who've been in different industries have a much better idea of how to behave and how to give themselves that best little step on the ladder.
Do you think that here you're more likely to find characters in the Paul School?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think you see there's not a homogenised zone of people, whereas some of the drama schools you think, well, they're all 20, they're all from a middle-class background, and they all look quite beautiful, but are they going to do anything? There's too many of them.
I love people and places that give those a chance who might not otherwise get one. So this is definitely my sort of place. It's just sad that I'm here prior to its closure. But these are to be the last courses, and close it will. Its founder feels that it's lived its natural life and he doesn't believe anyone else could run it. But what hole will it leave in the industry?
If somebody said RADA was closing or Guildhall, we'd all go, oh, that's terrible. Have we got the same attitude about the Paul School? I have.
I don't know about the others, you know, the other drama schools. I just know a lot of people that have been there, but my heart is here, and it's going to be a gaping hole. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for Paul. And when I got Best Newcomer at the NTAs, I thanked Paul because he taught me everything, and you know, you can't forget that. You can't forget the person that got you there.